What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and we have some early Great League battles for everybody. So before I get into it, I just want to say congratulations to Brown Baller and Mason for getting first and second place in the Pokemon Go Toronto Regional Championships, punching their ticket to the Worlds. I had a blast at the Toronto Regionals. It was so much fun. I ended up losing in the semifinals in my bracket to Brown Baller, so props to him for beating me. And I ended up losing to Gordon the Flash 2, who made it to the second day. Maybe could have won that one, but both amazing players. So anyways, let's jump on into these battles here. These are what you're waiting for. Bastiodon, Azumarill, and Alolan Ninetales with Powder Snow. So there's no way any flying type can play with this matchup. So first matchup, it was a Talonflame, but they swap out into a Stunfisk. So what I probably should have done was gone right into the Alolan Ninetales, but I wanted to grab a shield here with the Ice Beam. So now we're going to come in with the Alolan Ninetales, and we're just going to take a Discharge or a Mud Bomb. We can take that, no problem. I'm going to build up to the back-to-back so that I have energy to throw at that Talonflame, and I'm assuming they probably are not going to shield because they already expended the shield here on the Talonflame. They're not going to shield that, and they didn't. And from here, I'm just going to farm all the way down. That way we have a lot of energy loaded for that Talonflame, and they're only probably going to get 2 Incinerates off, but with the Bastiodon, it's not going to matter anyways where that energy goes. So first Weather Ball coming in, that does some nice damage. I'm going to throw one more Powder Snow and then another Weather Ball, and that is going to do some nice damage as well. Getting that Talonflame very, very low. That way we come in with a Bastion. In comes a Swampert and up 2 shields. Azumarill should be able to outpace two Ice Beams before they can make it to 2 Hydro Cannons and an Earthquake. So we got baited there, but no problem. I'm really not going to mess around here thinking that it's going to be a bait or not. I'm just going to go straight for the Ice Beam here, hoping that they do not get to the Earthquake. But I don't think they will because of the energy management that we have here. And we do get to the Ice Beam before they can even make it to a 3rd Hydro Cannon. So that almost takes him out, and this is probably just going to be a Hydro Cannon. Yeah, it's just the Hydro Cannon. That gets us quite low, but back in comes a Talonflame. 1 Smackdown should do the trick. Let's see if this is just a Flame Charge or a Brave Bird. It is the Brave Bird, and that does no damage. We're able to smack down that Swampert, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Hopping into the next match. Pretty good lead. I mean, it's going to take a little bit for us to get to the play roughs, and in comes an Aurorus. I have yet to see this thing, and here it is. We have a Bastiodon, and every single thing is resisted here. They can throw, Weather Ball. They can throw their Meteor Beam, which they're going to throw right here. Bastiodon eats that up like it's nothing. And honestly, I want them to throw as much as they can so that Machamp does not get as much farm. And unfortunately, we have Powder Snow, Alolan Ninetales, not Charms, so that Machamp can actually put in some work. I mean, even against Azumarill, it can throw Rock Slides, which can be a little bit threatening, but Azumarill is very, very bulky. Have you noticed this team is just massive bulk? No, Fliers cannot. Oh my gosh, left, right, good night. They no shield that, and in comes a tree, and Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales is going to be able to keep pace. I just have to make sure to shield the Shadow Ball, and this game is going to be up. So I'm going to shield this no matter what. I'm going to double shield the Alolan Ninetales. I mean, even if they do happen to take us out, if I get both shields, we build up to the back-to-back. If I get both shields here, 1 Seed Bomb or 1 Shadow Ball does not knock out our Azumarill, and we should be able to reach the Ice Beam no problem. So coming in with another Weather Ball, that gets the last shield, and we actually outpace to the last Weather Ball. So this is going to be saying left, it's going to be saying right, it's going to be saying good night tree, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. So we're going to be hopping into the next matchup. Funny enough, I actually didn't see a whole lot of flying types with this team, even though I made it to completely destroy them. Did not see it. So this is a little bit of a tricky matchup. If Sableye lands that return, then you're kind of almost in Shadow Claw foul play range. So it's kind of a really bait dependent move for the Sableye. We get the first shield, which is super nice. I'm actually going to let this go, and it turns out to be the foul play. That is absolutely amazing. Gonna let this go too. It's just another foul play. Where do I shield this? Oh no, I do shield that. That is a massive shield. It was the return. In comes a coffin, and I really don't have a great response to the coffin. Just check this out. With a little bit of energy advantage, coffin can actually almost flip this matchup here. So we're gonna be able to get this smackdown. Not before they get to 2 Shadow Balls. And Shadow Ball is just a very strong move. Look at the damage. That is a Bastion, everybody. An XL Bastion. That Shadow Ball does some nice damage. So going to be hitting that with a Stone Edge. That does some good damage as well. And I don't really want to give up a shield here. So I'm going to let it go. They're going to be able to take down my Bastion. Almost. Oh my gosh. They go for the Dark Pulse. That does not KO. They get one more Shadow Claw. I'm going to bring back in the Azumarill. Let's see what my opponent wants to do here. 1-to-1 shields. In comes a Gramble. I'm going to be going straight for this play rough. And oh my gosh, I am really not liking this. And I'm really hoping I can outpace here to a Dazzling Gleam. We do. It is a CMP tie, which is so unfortunate. I shield this one up, and I'm hoping I can outpace here to a Weather Ball. And I'm hoping it's going to be enough to KO this Sableye. I know the Sableye is energy dry. 2, 3, 4, 5. We outpace. They're at the foul play right now. And all we really have to do is... Ooh, it doesn't quite KO. But that's okay. We have enough health on the Azumarill where we can bubble down the Sableye. Oh, double Ghost and Charm. What a sneaky team there. Very, very sneaky. Hopping into the next match here. Medicham lead, absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. Medicham can actually flip this matchup too, believe it or not. If they shield a play rough and then they get the 2 psychics off, or they successfully bait with a power up punch and then go psychic, they can definitely field that matchup, flip this matchup. But oh my gosh, that gets no shielded, and the play rough does nice. Since they no shielded, I can live a psychic, so I'm gonna let the first one go through. Pretty sure I can live a second psychic too, so I'm gonna let this one go through as well. It's just, oh no, I actually shield that. Great shield, because they could honestly shield this and then almost farm down if that psychic would have gone through. So they ended up shielding that, and we get to the next Ice Beam before they get to another move. They actually end up double shielding, which is amazing. In comes an Aurorus, and Bastion says, "Hi, we like to see you." So with the big buff to flying types, in comes the ice types, and out comes the Bastions. I'm not throwing a single thing here. Just gonna let them throw as many meteor beams as they want. That one actually does some decent damage, but they're not gonna reach another one before we farm all the way down. This is just a Weather Ball. We know it. You know it. We're not shielding. That does nothing. Even double boosted. Back in. Oh, in comes a Sableye, and they have no idea what is in the back. First Stone Edge coming through. That does some decent damage. Gonna be able to get to another one. But they tried to catch. They tried to throw energy on to the Bastion. We catch on the Azumarill. Amazing catch. Totally forgot about that. In comes our Powder Snow Alola Ninetales, and they top left. That's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. So now we're going to be hopping into the next matchup here. Azumarill and a Pelipper. Our first flying type of this game. And this matchup can be a little dicey too. With the wing attack buff, Hurricane, if they get to Hurricane so fast, so I'm going to shield that up. Hurricane does really good damage. And honestly, I think I should be going for Play Rough here because it gets stabbed. And so it's going to do a little bit more damage. Out comes a Slurpuff. I'm like, what the heck is this? And I know this thing has Energy Ball Flamethrower. So when I swapped into my Bastion, I'm like, ah, crap, why'd I do that? But they're just going to throw the Energy Ball. So maybe they don't have this thing double moved. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to play it to our advantage here. Going to be getting off that Stone Edge, and that does some nice damage. Oh my gosh, that does nice damage. We're going to take these energy balls all day. If it was Flamethrower, this matchup would be a little bit closer because Flamethrower does do super effective damage. We are able to farm all the way down, and let's see what my opponent wants to bring in here. We are down a shield. That is not great, and out comes a Stunfisk. Oh no, no. So I throw the flamethrower, and then I decide to bring in my Azumarill. We get to the Ice Beam. That is so clutch. They no shield that too. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. I don't know what my opponent is saving their shields for, but it is fantastic. I'm gonna take this Earthquake here. Oh my gosh, I actually end up shielding that Earthquake. So I shielded that Earthquake because I know it's gonna take a while for them to get to the Hurricane. So I decided to shield the Earthquake. They actually end up getting to another one, which is quite fine. Bring back in the Pelipper. We're gonna be able to get this Ice Beam off here. And I'm hoping I can kind of stall the switch clock timer out a little bit and get to one more. Yes, we do. That is absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to bring my Bastion in. I'm going to get one Smackdown off, probably before they get off two. Oh, we get two Smackdowns off. That is amazingly clutch. One Weather Ball is not going to KO. They're not going to be able to wing attack us down. So they're going to have to expend all their energy. And from here, I just come in with my Alolan Ninetales, get a very nice farm down. And we're gonna have a lot of energy to throw at that Galarian Stunfisk. This Weather Ball should be doing enough. That Galarian Stunfisk is very low, so left, right, good night Stunfisk, and that is gonna be a good game. A beautiful 5-0 here. Yeah, very well played by me. Pats on back, right? Crazy. So thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you all. If you are liking the content, please hit that like button. Comment if you guys want to see anything in the future. And like always, I will see everybody in the next video.